think I'm just going to interrupt there because one of the things you said that obviously about nobody wanting to buy the insurance, but it's one of those situations where nobody thinks they actually need it until they do actually need it.
Absolutely.
And then when you do need it, you're glad that you've got it there, but you want to make sure that it's going to cover you for all the things that you want it to actually cover. And it's only when it goes wrong you realise, isn't it, that how important it is. But
it only becomes tangible at the point.
Yeah, I mean, we've done some work with Damien McFunner, a specialist financial service litigation lawyer, and he kind of said, when it lands on my desk, it's kind of a last resort, but he gives an insights to all the things that have gone wrong. So I suppose it's like going backwards. So if you know what goes wrong, what can you do to prevent it? So most of it is around the risks, is around the consistency, it's around the oversight, it's around the evidence in a bit.
Yes.
But that's the other exciting thing about what you're proposing, because it's not just about being there when you're needed, but also helping you along the journey to build those barriers, to strengthen those defences. And I think that's another key area.
And we're going to be actively engaged in helping firms throughout the policy year to help them improve, give them pointers and guidance, as opposed to leaving them alone. Let's assume they don't have a complaint, they don't have to call upon the policy. We don't want to be in the background not doing anything. We want to be out there helping firms, helping them and become a better firm and encourage them to get discounts at the end of that.
So it's about changing the behaviour. I mean, many years ago I had a car that you could probably break into with a coat hanger. And the insurance company said, do you have a Thatcham immobiliser? And if I said yes and I got one installed, which meant, given that they could get into it, no problem at all, they couldn't drive off with it, that gave me a discount on my insurance. So it's changing what I'm doing to support the risk, or to reduce the risk of somebody actually driving. Not that anybody wanted that car, but if they had it just for the fun of it, then I've reduced the premiums, they've reduced their risk, and I've changed what I've done.
Unless they wanted to steal your immobiliser.
Well, there was also the radio thing. You had to take the face off the radio. So I had to do the immobiliser.
You've lost all of Jim's.
I had to take the face of the radio off. Because basically
we did say go everywhere, didn't we?
The car was pretty much completely open to the world. But if you turn that back into what we're actually talking about today, not the cars, in terms of what you're doing within the business, if you can put the immobiliser on it, if you can do the equivalent of taking the car radio off, you should be rewarded for that, rather than, yes, I've done all that, but nobody else has, so why am I paying as much for my insurance?
And we can evidence that now with data, right? Because at the moment it's so subjective, no one's, as I say, recalling the data or doing anything with it, but by actually recalling the data and analysing that data, we can be really transparent and say, well, if you did X, Y, and Z, your premium could be this.
But it looks really like the Dragon's Den are liking this.
So far, so
they're
good,
liking
right?
this. It's all, they're all giving you the thumbs up, the golden buzzer.